I'm with Chris. Let's just give Robert Picardo an entire crew made up of Robert Picardo.
I would watch that Star Trek.
Oh.
Well, he's back for Starfleet Academy, so yay. Apparently, so I read.
As the Doctor.
No, I don't know. I don't think it's I don't think it's the Doctor. Although.
Okay, so I was saying to Connie, I've got a theory on that. I can save it till later if we're about to start, but I think I know where that's come from. Maybe, like why he's there. Okay, so basically, do you guys know that Voyager episode? Is that the one? Is that the closest one they got to like a mirror universe?
Oh yeah. I remember.
It's a clone of the Doctor who wakes up like 700 years later and has to sort of set the record straight about like Voyager weren't actually a bunch of. Yeah, so that Doctor then went off like in a shuttlecraft back to Federation space, right? So maybe that's the same one. So it would sort of check out in terms of the time. I'm not sure if that's too much of a deep cut, but that's my theory.
There is that, and I would back that up. The thing is, though, Robert Picardo looks as old as he is, so we'll have to wait and see. But you know, they did it with Q. Q just said, "Oh, Picard, you're old. Let me catch up then." So, anything is possible in sci-fi.
Yeah, well, then again, Q is a little quirky.
A little?
That would be nice.
That's like saying Worf has a minor forehead issue.
Look, yeah, Q was misunderstood.
No, he wasn't. He stated at the very end of that wacky series that was Star Trek Picard Season 2. He did it out of love.
Exactly.
I still love the part where Q brings Riker to the Voyager.
Oh, I forgot that. Okay, I'll have to watch that again. Damn. Good God. I needed an excuse to watch more Star Trek. There it is. Okay.
Yep. Just gotta watch Voyager again.
All of it.
When me and my dad used to watch Star Trek back in the 90s, my dad would turn around anytime Patrick Stewart was on the TV and just turn around and go Jean-Luc Picard. And it's always stuck with me.
The Frenchman who sounded very, very Shakespearean English.
Yes.
But there we go. Okay, cool. Let me quickly throw folks into the intro video. Be back in a minute. Hello folks, and welcome along to the continuing adventures of the USS Combs. I'm MJ the GM, and I will be your games master for the next couple of hours, and with me are the majority, but not all, of the Combs crew, as we are short our first officer tonight, I am afraid. But he sends his best regards, and basically says, don't get him killed.
Alright, get him killed then.
Yeah, has to be done.
Awesome.
Soft has not forgotten what Phlesc got up to in the body swap, so your message not noticed.
To claim that I had fun during that episode would be a vast understatement.
To say I did not have a headache. Trying to keep up with who is in whose body would be an understatement.
Did I
know
swap
what
with
we're
the
talking
doctor?
about? Check out 2 previous episodes ago.
I can't remember. Did I swap with the doctor?
I was Tavish. I'm not sure where Tavish went.
I think Tavish was Garkow.
Oh yes, I was.
That's right.
Gurkha.
Everything was a little bit larger than you remembered it being.
I still remember Chris's fantastic conversations with
With the voice in your head, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Sod never wants the voice in their head again.
Speaking
Apparently
of
I'm
Dr. Sot, we have to give Chris his chance to plug his wares, so here you go.
Oh, thank you. Nothing much has changed at the moment. Still like working on the Dragon Quest 3 video. I'm sort of like getting back into like my writing and just outside of like writing about other people's work as well. So maybe I'll reboot my blog at some point. But in the meantime, yeah, Dragon Quest 3 on the way. In the meantime, please check out Having a Mosey for some retro review fun. Thank you.
Thank you all. And I don't remember if folks were here before to see it, but yes, the interface has changed. I don't know if we had this last time, but hey, here it is. Since upgraded to version 13 of Foundry, therefore the interface is a lot more transparent than it was before. Some features are new, some features are still the same as they used to be, but primarily, I think we have seen this interface before because the character sheets have changed. I do remember us making a comment about that, so now that I think about it, yeah, we should have come across this before. So everything should be exactly where we left it. So as a summary of what happened 2 weeks ago, the crew of Narendra Station, Klingons and Federation entire were having a debate as to whether or not it would be safe to go into the Candidate 3 system, which apparently is a system that is generating a lot of weird and large energy signatures out in the Shackleton Expanse, but because of its proximity to the Romulan neutral zone, the folks in charge of Narendra Station weren't all that keen on exploring it, just in case it provoked a reaction, a bad reaction from the Romulans, but that kind of got taken out of your hands. Head of Civilian Science Dr. Talia Farrow asked the Combs crew to essentially do her a solid and back her and her plan to get to the Candidate 3 system as soon as possible, to make sure you guys are the first to find whatever it is that's there. But during the briefing, it was discovered that the Romulans were already there and took out the probes that were keeping an eye on the area. So it's now a case of catching up from behind. So, have I missed anything, or did anyone have any questions? I think I have. Okay, cool. If no one can think of anything, then I'll take that as read. So, we're going to knock things on the head and move directly into the Combs arriving in the Candidate 3 system. So, it also bears mentioning that you agreed to have one other ship accompany you from the Narendra Station contingent, and that ended up being the IKS MupwI. Captain Akul and his Klingons were accompanying the Combs into the Candidate 3 system. So, the moment that the Combs and its accompanying ship break out of warp and enter into the Candidate 3 system, anyone working sensors notes that there are no signs of Romulans in the system. However, there are elevated levels of tetryon and electromagnetic and gravimetric disturbances in the system, which are currently playing havoc with sensors. As such, those who can see the map at the moment should be able to notice way up yonder there is a Note about tetronic EM and gravimetric disturbances with a rating of 2. That means that any tasks to do with sensors have their difficulty increased by 2 because of these disturbances. So, with that in mind, one of the first things that happens is, if I can just take game paused away so we can all see what we're looking at. Captain Akul sends a coded message to the USS Combs. Just get the correct messaging in here.
Akul to Hopkins.
Yes.
So far we are showing no signs of Romulans. However, your ship has better sensors than ours and is more conducive to scientific inquiry. The MupwI will hang back, under cloak. We will keep an eye out for the Romulans for you, freeing you up to do what you do best. We will stay close.
Will do, though the Romulans are probably also cloaked.
Indeed. We won't be going far. A cool out. So.
Alright. Start scanning!
So let's get us to the bridge! So then, Captain is standing heroically in the middle of the bridge. Yes, Liz, sorry, what was that?
It's like, Gurkha, do what you do best. Scan everything.
And everything. So, just initial scans of the area as the MupwI breaks off and cloaks. Well, the most obvious planet is the third of... is the last of 3 M-class planets in the system, and this one is immense. Even at a distance, the third M-class planet in the system seemingly fills the view screen. Easily twice the diameter of Earth, its surface glimmers dully in the sunlight. Every meter of the planet's surface seems to be covered in ancient stone ruins and spires, visible even at a distance of thousands of kilometers. Unusual pulses of energy trip the sensors at irregular intervals, and you can almost see the swirling pockets of tetrions and gravitons between the ship and the planet. So, at the moment, if we cast our minds back onto the data packet that Dr. Taliaferro sent Gurkha before you set off from Narendra Station, there was every indication that it was this massive planet that was producing all of these weird emissions, and Gurkha's analysis suggested that it was almost like the... I want to say the exhaust of some kind of massive machine. But also of note was the fact that all 3 of these M-class planets seem to bear indications that they were brought into the Candidate 3 system from outside of itself, which does match up with stuff that you have learned about this ancient civilization thus far. Now, to get any better scans would require getting closer, and that, my friends, requires navigating through the dense pockets of EM and gravimetric disturbances. Now, another question I need to ask, are you going in with shields up or shields down?
Oh. I would say shields up, mainly because, you know, Romulans are here, and Romulans are, slimy, you know, snaky, backstabbers.
Yes.
So yeah, probably definitely shields up.
Shields up. All right then. Phlesc. I don't see why Phlesc would countermand that. He's quite the careful soul, so I'd probably say shields up as well.
Probably still in an EV suit.
That's what I was thinking.
When is he not? I think it's just a lazy way around having to do his own dry cleaning, personally. He's probably not even wearing his uniform underneath that. Let me stop that tangent before I go too far with it. Mark, if you're watching, you left him in my hands, dude. You get what you pay for. Which is a good point, actually. So, first thing we need to do is to navigate the ship closer to what's going on. So, who would like to start us off by rolling for your Chief Helm Officer, Lieutenant Commander Lian Zhang?
Go on then.
Go on then? Okay, yep, cool. So what we're going to want is also the ship is going to have to assist. I say have to. she can fly by the seat of her pants if she really wants to, but the ship should also be able to assist. So if anybody wants to take charge as the combs, now would be the time. I've got hiccups. Dave, let's have you as the combs then, if Chris is going as Lian Zhang.
What am I rolling?
So Zhang will be rolling 2 dice, daring and con, to get through. She should have plentiful foci. Where
navigation
at the bottom. Yeah, navigation, propulsion. She's good for that. But for the ship, Dave, if I could get you to give us engines and con for the combs, 1 dice. Ooh, hello.
Does she have Legion of Honor? Yes, she does. Cool.
Not using the focus.
Yes, actually, the ship would count as having a focus, because whenever you get assistance, usually from the ship, it usually counts as having a focus.
Okay.
What else was I going to say? While you're there on the ship's character sheet, Dave, could you knock off 1 use of crew support, since we are activating Lieutenant Commander Lian Zhang as a supporting character? You should find crew support at the very, very top of the ship character sheet.
Ah, there
we go. Lovely.
You have to press on the one below it.
Yeah. So what have we got? We have got 1 success overall. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay. The ship rocks as it strikes against an unseen gravitational field, and it makes everybody do the Star Trek shake. And I am going to ask for 9 points to be taken off of the shields, please. Dave, if you're still there.
I can be. Give me 2 seconds. 9 points. So
9
1,
points.
2,
That was
3.
a very intense gravitational pocket.
So we're down to 11, yeah?
Should be down to 11, yes. So the ship takes a hefty bump as it passes through an unseen gravitational pocket. Luckily you had your shields up. If that was not the case, that would have been entirely different. So it takes a bit of careful maneuvering, but the ship is eventually manages to make its way to orbit of the biggest Class M planet. And you can see that there are definite signs of plentiful ruins, many of which share a configuration with what you observed, what you remember of the planet Bacchus 4 with those hefty monoliths, but there are certainly many, many more of them, and a wider variety of buildings, both in size, scope, and configuration. No sign of Romulans so far. Detailed scans of the surface are a little bit tricksy still, even at this closer range. As such, your second officer, Lieutenant Zonvigor, really does not recommend trying to beam down with this amount of EM radiation. Now, I will, before anybody makes any mention of anything else, because Mark and therefore the driver behind First Officer Phlesc is not here, this could be an opportunity for the captain to pull rank and get the XO to stay on the ship for a change. If the captain fancies going with the away team.
Yeah, it's gonna be dirty down there, Phlesc. Even in your EV suit, you stay up here, where it's nice and clean.
That's it. Play off of his germ phobia. Put that as a trait. He really needs to have that as a trait, I think, germaphobe, because it just happens far too often. There are his traits. Good traits these days. Values, talents, traits. There we are. Yes, we need to seriously consider germphobe in amongst those traits. Anywho. Yes, it seems that probably the best and most reliable means of getting any indication as to what's going on down there on that massive planet would be to send an away team. So, who's going down?
Always. Oh.
Taking the entire science department with her. This is a job for science! Everybody else can stay at home. Yeah, so you've got someone from science, which is usually a good thing. Dr. Stott, as always, up for exploring, because you never know when you might need a doctor. If Phlesc is staying, then you'll probably want somebody who's got some engineering-based experience, because you never know what kind of tech you might find down there. So here comes the Tavish. This also suggests, well, the question asks, do you want to take any security with you? And indeed, any other supporting characters that you think could do with appearing a bit more often and therefore getting support character level upgrades. Because the more you use your supporting characters, the better they get.
Should bring a security detail, I think, and...
I know. You think we should bring ACOS?
Well, that was going to be my question, because Garrow, having started out as a main character, cannot be improved any further from a supporting character point of view. Therefore, ACOS did start off as a supporting character, definitely has room to improve. So if you want to take ACOS as a security officer, then this would be an opportune time to do so.
I think we should take ACOS. I'm also going to make a really unpopular suggestion as well.
Take Councillor Sachs?
Yes.
What if something happens to her and then she can't make it back? Oh no.
Oh, poor Councillor Sachs. I mean, she's rubbish, but poor Councillor Sachs.
He's not rubbish.
She's definitely no counselor. What was the next generation's counselor?
She's not rubbish. She's just anytime any of us roll with her, we have really bad rolls.
Yes, she has just real bad luck. Yes, that's it.
She's sensing a lot of She's sensing a lot of hostility from the group at the moment.
Do you want to take Councillor Sachs?
May as well. If we can level her up, she might, become competent.
Yeah.
Oh.
I did this also because I need her for my next science project. So.
Ah, it's entirely mercenary. I see.
That is fair. That is very fair.
So yeah. After the massive science project I've got, I need her to help with my next one.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough, and it's a good reason to do so. So we already activated one supporting character with Lian Zhang. Since you activated her, she can either stay up on the ship or she can pilot the shuttle. Up to you. You have you want to take Ensign Akos, that's another one, so we'll take that off. Nothing's happening.
Do you? Oh, I was going to.
You've done it. You're doing it. Okay, cool. So you were
I
probably pressing it as many times as I was, which is why it wasn't moving.
You have to do it one track down from it.
Yes, indeed. There we go. So we've also activated Cancel Sacks. So we've still got 2 crew support allocation left if we wanted to use any. But that's a fair-sized group. You've got the captain, who's a reasonable all-round. Well, not much of an all-rounder, actually. Command, con, and security. Means she can jump in and pilot the ship.
Yeah, don't ask about engineering, medicine, or science.
No, but that's why you've got Tavish, Gurkow, and Sot. So we've got ACARs for extra security.
I'm not coming on this away mission because of my engineering. I'm coming down because of my my command. I don't know what you're talking about engineering for.
Okay. That will leave Lieutenant Osborne in charge of engineering.
I'm okay with that.
Actually, wait a minute. Let me check. His foci are not engineering. I misunderstood. I just looked at the colour of he's actually security.
Yeah, he's a pain in the butt security officer.
Just brings a real percussive maintenance style to the engineering department.
Osborne is a really nice guy. I don't know what all your problem is with him.
He's not racist at all.
No.
I swear, you detonate one warp core. That's all anyone ever remembers.
They hold it against you for the rest of your career. Yes, indeed. All right. So, Well, the next question I feel I have to ask, and I think I already know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask it anyway. With this particular situation, you don't. The Gwich'ar doesn't have the space for peeps, really, does it? It would have to be a shuttlecraft, really, if you want to take extra folks along. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Like which?
Obviously, there would be a temptation to take the Gwich'ar because you do have it available to you once again. But it's not exactly known for having much crew space, and you're taking a full complement of six people here. So, do you really want to be flying down through choppy skies where some people are going to be forced to stand up?
Only realistically one's going to be standing up, and I mean, Sex can always sit in Akos's lap.
Because heavens knows Akos has got lap.
Perfectly honest, my with the crew complement we have for the away team, I honestly feel like we should be taking actual Shutty to shuttle.
Oh yes, we can't neglect Shutty.
I mean,
we can neglect Shutty.
I would suggest a Gwich'ar, so if we get attacked by the Romulans, we at least can defend ourselves until we can get back to the ship.
I mean, there's an argument for both.
Yes, absolutely, which is why I'm offering it to the crew to decide. So those who have...
I'm fine with using the regular shuttle, just because SOT does not particularly want someone or to be in someone's lap.
Right.
Also, we have the big ship to cover us in the event of a Romulan attack.
There's that too.
I mean, we could always have Sax and Hopkins live. It's like, all right, let me teach you how to fly.
Ah,
I mean,
baby's first con. Go on, Connie.
it's like if we take the Guicha, it's sort of like if you have sardines in a tin. If you shake them, the sardines won't be messed about because they're so packed in tightly. It doesn't matter what kind of maneuvers we do.
A fair enough observation.
That's from our science officer, guys.
Well,
so is this basically 2 votes for the Greechow, 2 votes for Shutty?
it seems we do have a tie. Yes.
I will say, if you do take the Greechow, there is going to be complaining from a certain engineer.
Even more so then.
That's just even more of a vote to take
indeed,
the
it does seem
Greechow.
to be, doesn't it? Where did the Guicha's bridge go? There it is. It's also a good point. I'm not sure I
If we take the Greechow, there'll be no more free tea and biscuits whenever you guys give blood.
Well, if that doesn't motivate you.
If we don't take the Greechow, was that?
Oh, sorry. If we do take the Greechow, I'm pro Shutty.
I'm pro Shutty too. I was just regular maintenance on the warp core is gonna be delayed by a couple of hours each day.
Should we just? This is what happens when we're losing one. We're just immediately stuck on a 2v2. Should we roll for this or something?
Yes. I think this is a good idea. Yeah.
All right then. I will flip a coin. 1, it's the Guicha. 2, it's Shutty. Agreed?
Yep.
Sure.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Come on, team. Place your bets.
Shutty.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Now we're talking.
Shutty.
Can't say fairer than that.
No.
Can't say fairer than that. But you could maybe recommend that the Guicha remain on standby on the off chance it needs to respond really, really quickly.
Yes, and there is a Klingon on board who can probably pilot it, well, at least help somebody pilot.
Sure.
The Greechow.
I'm sure Zhang knows how to read.
Sure. I was elected to lead.
I'm talking about one of our security officers who's our weapons experts for, big ships and small ships.
Yeah, well, she can't really fly.
Yeah, she doesn't have the best con score, so as long as you don't ask her to do any crazy maneuvers.
No, but, that's why we got Liang Zhang.
Right.
So, she does the crazy maneuvers, and what was that? I can't remember her name now. Dynef can shoot because I'm sure the Greechow has weapons as well.
Absolutely, it does.
Yeah, he has one. If Liang Zhang has to go there, we can always have Zongvagor be helm.
Zonvagor puffs his chest out. Of course. I'd be all too happy to, Captain.
If we ever have to have, 3 ships piloted at once.
It's the advantage of having extra ships in the shuttle bay.
As soon as Tavish gets on board Shutty the shuttle, she just goes, Federation shuttle. This is what I like. Fantastic engineering, great design.
Sot would like it on record. He was not trying to enable the racism bit.
Yeah. Let's see. It ended up being the case anyway, so what the hell. Okay, so we have got folks taking a shuttle down to the surface, so just let me... Let's see, who's going to be the main pilot? Con of 4 would suggest the captain. con of 3 would suggest Gurkau as co-pilot. Which leaves everyone else to pretty much fill up the space in the back.
All right, children, sit down, sit down. Time to fly.
Okay. So, positioning ourselves in the shuttle, we get to boost ourselves. So,
Doctor.
Hey, you don't know how
hello?
I just thought I'm pretty like zippy or tiny. Just say they stole away on the ship.
Doctor, can we swap positions, please?
oh, doesn't want to be within sight of the captain.
You know,
oh, okay.
I don't want to.
I thought putting you far away was the option, but okay. Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, you know. I cause will switch with you.
Oh, fantastic! Go on, Eccles.
Akos is just giving Tavish that highly judgmental look that he does with those eyes. It's like,
No, let's not neglect. Sorry.
Go on.
Just want to say, don't neglect the 5th seat in the back of the shuttle.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic!
He's gonna lock himself in the potty the whole way down.
I don't have to hear a voice. I'm having way too much fun with this. I'm sorry. I
haven't noticed.
I am on one today. Sorry.
Okay, so
away
let's
we go.
obviously, like I said, Gurkau can be assisting pilot, co-pilot. That's the thing I was trying to find. So let's get the captain, aided by Gurkau and the shuttle itself, to try and get us down safely onto the surface. So this is going to be probably daring and con from those pilots, whereas the shuttle itself will give us engines and con. So essentially, Liz, you roll for Trasa, Connie, you roll for Gurkau, and Chris or Dave, which one of you wants to be shutty?
I was the ship, so I don't mind being shutty.
Chris, you can take over for shuttlecraft then. So for the shuttlecraft, we're looking for, like I said, engines and con, just 1 dice.
I'm gonna use my focus of extravehicular activity also.
Probably.
Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, Matt. What was the shutty roll again? I was just looking for it in the. Oh, never mind.
No.
Oh, that was good. Oh, okay, cool.
That was good.
What was the shutty?
Shutty would be engines and con.
Thank you.
Ooh, that was a good one. 1 success, 2 success, 3 success overall. All right then. So between the pilot, the co-pilot, and the shuttle, you managed to make through the choppy atmosphere successfully. Not a bolt out of place, not even a scratch when you do land the shuttle on the planet's surface. Nicely done. Nicely done indeed. Exactly what was needed for that. So,
just like riding a bike.
Indeed. So, let's get you to the planet's surface. Just copy these guys a second. Now the size ratios are a bit off, so you're going to have to forgive me for that. But change to the surface. So, let me just read you a bit of text first. Crumbled buildings and damaged spires are visible in all directions, as are piles of stone rubble and assorted ancient detritus. One common element visible in all the walls, spires, and ground slabs are grooves cut into the stone in either straight lines or at precise angles. glyphs of an unknown language are carved within the walls and spires as well, similar to glyphs found on other ancient sites discovered in recent times. A light wind kicks up whirls of dust here and there, and the entire area is blanketed in a strange silence of a long-abandoned city. There are no animal noises, no apparent sounds of machinery, aside from the gentle chirping of your tricorders. So, here you are, on the planet's surface. What would you like to do? So I can use
Damn it,
any green bloods. Okay.
They're supposed to come from Hopkins.
That's fine. Either way, it's a valid first thing if somebody wants to take charge of Councillor Sachs to see if she can sense any Mayans about.
Top to the Coons have been down on the planet for 5 seconds. The council's already started talking to herself. One to beam up.
Hang on, Sot is the chief medical officer. You have the authority to relieve people of their duties if you think.
Yeah, no, it's not the councillor who Sot wants to beam up.
Oh right.
Just take me back. This is too much trouble.
Are we in environmental suits, by the way, or are we not?
Well, it's class M, so it's entirely breathable atmosphere.
Okay, sorry, I still have an environmental suit in my stuff, so I wouldn't have brought it down then.
Well, that's a good point. I actually rolled right over taking equipment down, so we could retroactively do that now if you want.
Yes, that's
if you think there was equipment that you wanted to bring with you. So
yeah.
I've taken a holographic imager.
As has Councillor Sachs, apparently.
Let's grab some pen and enhancers, just in case.
And enhancers, okay.
Anti-grav sled?
Of course. Because you never know when a slope looks like it needs to be slid down. Sledded? Slid? Anybody who thinks they've got the correct grammar on that, feel free to post it in chat.
I don't think we need a mass spectrometer.
Entirely up to you. If you think that's not needed, then you can go with just your tricorders for now.
I think I've got an engineering toolkit.
It tends to be standard issue for a chief engineer, especially. So.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we don't need a universal translator. Hopkins speaks the Romulan dialect.
Has the Doctor got a laser scalpel?
Oh, go on then.
Or
not sure what I'd need it for, but
or a dermal, or a dermal regenerator.
They are standard part of medkits, so should have them already. Yes. But hey, if Dr. Sot wants an extra laser scalpel for any time he feels like he needs to cut a bitch.
Sorry.
I would be.
Yes. I don't think we because we honestly don't know what we're getting ourselves in. Actually, I do have a suggestion for the crew. Actually, seeing as we are going down, and we don't need environmental suits, probably either some body armor or a personal force field would be good, because if we think Romulans are down here, having some extra protection wouldn't be a bad idea.
Not a bad observation.
So I don't know what the rest of the crew thinks.
I am convinced.
Alright, so anybody who has got EV suits or whatever, you can replace them with whatever kind of security vest or Actually, that's a good point. Councillor Sachs will probably need some as well. Under character armor. Armored vest, body armor. So armored vest is quite light. It's only 1 resistance, but actual body armor has resistance of 2. Given that, yes, you know that there are Romulans in the area, I will say that you do not need to pay the opportunity cost for that. It makes sense to be security conscious in this regard. Personal force field has a lot more resistance, but there is, of course, the possibility that something could shut down the personal force field if you come across like particularly strong EM interference, or it gets overloaded by taking too much fire. So it's the personal force field is a bit of a, it's one of those gambles. It does give you a lot of resistance to damage, but it can be overcome. Whereas standard body armor, is, you know, it's just a vest of thick armor plates. So,
I mean, you do have an armored vest, which is only 1 resistance, though.
Yeah. So the armored vest is the lightest possible personal armor you can get.
Can you wear an armored vest under or over a body armor?
Sadly, no. It's too bulky. You'd be walking around like the Michelin Man, if everybody gets that reference.
As an engineer, I'm probably going to take the armored vest because it gives me a bit more room to kind of move and run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Councillor
So,
Saxon body armor. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, that the captain that's like non-negotiable from the captain.
Yeah. Councillor, body armor. Here, now. Wear it.
So Acos has got body armor.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of went through and gave the NPCs their gear too.
Yep.
Is everybody just taking body armor then, except for Tavish?
Well,
No,
Dr.
Sot has the environmental suit.
Yes, Dr. Sot has currently got environmental suit, so I don't know what that... Is Dr. Sot taking body armor, or is he sticking with an environment suit? What's he doing?
I'm good, I'll stick with the environment suit.
Stick with the environment suit. Okay, interesting. The environment suit obviously has a lot more bells and whistles on it compared to a body armor, so...
I didn't want to use the environmental suit because I didn't want it to freak out the rest of the crew like I did last time and let Nihil take over.
Ah, right.
So,
You let Nihil on comms, that was it, yes, I remember.
yep.
Like fame, Dr. Sot is going to live forever. Okay, so everybody happy with their choices. There are no other pieces of equipment that you want to take with you.
No, that I can think of.
Have I got a Type 2 phaser, by the way? Yes, I have. Yeah.
Alright. With that done, in that case, let's have Councillor Sachs do her telepathic location ability. So, let me think. Liz, you have rolled. Pretty much everyone's rolled recently, so I'll just go back around.
Who's bad luck wants to roll for Councillor Sachs?
Yes, who wants to try and break the...
I'll try.
Okay. She is going to be using Insight and Command. No, Insight and Medicine for this. Utilizing her telepathic location focus. Let's just see what she gets. Ooh. Right. Almost both ends of the spectrum there, but that was 2 successes. That was pretty good. Okay.
I did well with Councillor Sachs.
The councillor stays in place for a moment. She has that faraway look that you can see that she's not concentrating on her immediate surroundings. She's stretching out her extrasensory perception. And after a bit, she starts to frown and says, "I'm picking up something, but I can't quite tell what. It feels like a mind, but not in any sense that I've experienced before. It feels large, but not as big as some of those all-eclipsing presences that I've felt before last time we've been in the Shackleton Expanse. This one is singular, powerful, somewhere not far away." And she starts to look, and there does appear to be a very noticeable large building in the near distance. For those, I'm going to actually find the dictionary definition of this, because I'm not exactly sure how to describe it. A hyperstyle, having a roof supported by pillars, typically in several rows. So even from here, you can see that there is a hyperstyle style building of immense proportions, way off in the near distance. Way off in the near distance. Jesus Christ, man. But you can't tell if it looks like it's near because it's so huge, or if it is actually a trick of perspective, or what. The Councillor Sachs does seem to be pointing in that direction. It's like this mind is a shroud over that area. So I can't tell if this mind is blocking the possible presence of other minds in the area, or if that's the only mind present here on the planet. Which, of course, brings up its own questions, like, if there are Romulans here, why can't I sense them? If there aren't Romulans here, why aren't they here? Because we know they got to the system before we did. She leaves that question hanging.
Can I?
Yes.
Scan, I would like to scan to see if within the range of the tricorder there are any fields which I cannot pass through. If there are any force fields within this tricorder's range.
Okay. Can I get you to give me a reason and science check? We're gonna have to go with God focus on this one, I think. Okay. The tricorder trills enthusiastically, sensing that there are certainly power signatures it can detect, but nothing that suggests force fields or anything like that. But it's definitely detecting power emissions. Not terrifically huge, but definitely present. And they seem to be coming from the very walls of these ruins.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, this place is a ruin, and therefore the sound of crumbling buildings does echo, as we just heard then. So now what would you like to do?
I think we should explore.
Same.
Okay. Anybody who wants to. Let's see, what are the focuses we've got combined here? Ooh. What's Dr. Sott got? Mostly medicine, trauma surgery, philosophy, psychiatry. Nothing that leaps. Captain Hopkins, linguistics, and tactical systems. Okay. ACOS is all about that security. Counselor is all about that telepathy, diplomacy, that stuff. Okay. Can I get Tavish then, please? To give us a reason and science with focus of power systems, please. So everybody's essentially fanning out, having a look around, having an explore. Ooh, another 19 and a 20. You got rid of your Legion of Honor, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
As a result, your the tricorder definitely, like I noted with Gurkhaus, detects readings of energy, but the energy it's trying to read climbs and climbs and climbs until the tricorder actually overloads.
Oh.
So your tricorder trills and trills and trills, biddy 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 biddy, and then just goes pop as a small whiff of smoke comes from out of the tricorder. And Tavish's tricorder dies, essentially.
And that's my engineering tricorder.
Yep. Went pop.
Oh no!
Crap.
No! Oh well, it says tricorder, but
It's still a tricorder.
do you want me to get rid of it?
Don't get rid of it, but just remember that you no longer have use of it until it's repaired or replaced.
Okay.
So, what kind of power would cause an engineering tricorder to overload and surge?
I do not know. I haven't got my engineering tricorder. Oh, but I do have a Nihil.
You do? Okay. Fair point.
Did she pick up on anything, any energies coming before the tricorder, anything interfering with the tricorder before it exploded?
Okay, let's have a look.
I would hesitate to note that I only have access to your perceptions, not overriding access to any sensor equipment. However,
That's fair enough.
I can't help but notice that your peripheral vision is picking up the odd blue flash or pulse from the grooves cut into the buildings.
Oh, okay. I'll let the rest of the away team know. Thank you very much, Nyla.
You just get a beep of acknowledgement.
Tavish will have a bit more of a quick look, because just to, confirm what she said.
Sure.
And just make sure that,
Yeah, cool. So anybody and everybody, whether or not this is stated out loud for the benefit of everybody else in the away team, I leave it to you.
Yes, she will do, yeah.
But the sharp-eyed amongst you will start to notice, especially now that it's been brought up, that there's the faintest of pulses of electric blue energy that seems to course through these grooves cut into the nearby walls and spires. It lasts all of a moment, but the pulses do seem to be moving in our direction, and that direction would suggest the same structure that Councillor Sachs brought attention to earlier.
Tavish will suggest that somebody with a working tricorder try and pick up on the energy. Actually, no, she wouldn't suggest that, seeing as her tricorder's just blown up. But if it is moving in the direction of what Councillor Sachs said, then we should. She would suggest to the captain that they move that way.
Well, let's move that way then. But keep an eye on for Greenbloods, just in case Sachs couldn't pick them up.
Alrighty. So, let me see. So as you continue to move through the ruins, those who are paying any attention to their tricorders do actually find that they can track intermittent energy pulses. And over time, as you carefully move between the crumbling structures and along the dusty paths, you do notice occasional bursts of energy from specific points along the way. The best approximation any of you could give with your scientific and engineering knowledge would be almost like jumper boxes, which carry current from one grid to another. So the power appears to be getting boosted on its path towards this hyperstyle building, which is getting ever closer as you venture nearer to it. If you want to study any of these supposed jumper boxes in any closer detail, you're going to have to probably find a way of breaking open its cover in order to get at whatever's inside of it. Or you can just leave it and continue on to the hyperstyle hall.
Let's break into it.
Do I hear any seconds on that?
I'll second that.
Alright then, the ayes have it.
Break it down.
Alright then, so I'm going to require fitness and engineering with a difficulty of 2 from whomever wishes to try and break open one of these junction boxes. Or jumper boxes, I should say, because it is supposed to be boosting the signal. So, fitness and engineering difficulty 2 for whoever thinks that they have the moxie to be able to just crank open one of these things.
Can we set phases to tickle?
If you really want to, but what that's got to do with opening up a junction box, I don't know. But, you do you.
I don't know if you want Tavish to do this. My fitness isn't great, but my engineering is absolutely fantastic.
I just realized Hopkins carried a phaser that can be turned to tickle.
Okay, I'll do it then.
I said I've got no problem getting Tavish to do it. It's just it's going to be what
you're strong on one side of it, but weak on the other side of it.
Yeah.
That's why you ask for help.
Anybody want to help me?
This 10.
Yeah.
Alright, so who's leading, who's assisting?
What's your engineering, Connie?
3.
Not bad.
You've got one more than me. So, do you want to lead and I help?
Okay.
Because I've got 12.
You're using control, not fitness. Oh, you say the total. Okay, yeah, I'll lead.
Yeah, because I'm doing fitness and engineering.
Yeah.
Because that's what Matt said.
Okay.
It's fitness and engineering.
Please.
I roll. I lead.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, okay. One success.
Oh, I haven't got a focus in this. Oh, do I have a focus in this?
I will go with yes.
Okay.
Again, power systems make sense here.
I am not doing well on my rolls. Tavish is not on her game at the moment.
No.
No, indeed. But nevertheless, one success. Okay, you can try and succeed at cost. If you want to. Or, of course, you could spend a determination and re-roll your results.
I think succeed at cost.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
Okay then. So, what do we get? With some difficulty, you are able to prise open the casing of this thing. But, succeeding at cost, I'm going to say that... yeah, since Tavish rolled the worst, Tavish is going to get an electric shock. To that end. Yeah, I'll do. 5 stress inflicted on Tavish as she takes a bit of a... As you break open the junction box but manage to hit one of the power lines at the same time. Bit over-enthusiastic. And so you take damage from a resultant dart of electricity coming out of the junction box.
Tavish is not having a good day.
No.
Her tricorder's blown up. She's just got electrocuted.
It's like karma is slapping you about the face.
Ooh.
Nylil probably would have got a little bit of...
Yes. Malfunction.
Yeah. Oh.
Systems rebooting.
As soon as she gets that electric shock, you can see the frustration in her face.
Even Councillor Sachs goes, "Whoa! You kiss your mother with that mouth?" Oh wait, you didn't say anything.
Not reading my mind right now.
I'm sorry, but that was so... You pardon me for using the expression loud. That was difficult not to hear. Sense.
Look, just because I said quite a few expletives in a row in my mind...
Quite a few! There were some in there I didn't even know existed until now.
Well, there you go. You've opened up your repertoire of more...
I might need
expletives.
to scrub my repertoire of expletives after hearing that. Yeesh.
Okay. Alright.
Talk about colourful metaphors.
Alright, and calm. I am Zen. She actually says that out loud.
Councillor Sachs looks at her and goes, "Really?" We have spoken before, Lily. You know, you and I, we've had counselling sessions. Zen is not something I would say you are, ever.
Well, my daughter told me I need to calm down a little bit.
It wasn't just your daughter, dear, but yes, we're now... The captain has come over to see why we're taking so long, so maybe... You just shocked me, that's all, with the sheer amount of... woomph.
Oh, it's just the captain. Don't have to worry about her.
Councillor Sachs's eyes narrow, but otherwise, yes. So what do you learn when you break this thing open? Okay. You've managed to get the casing off, which means you can now You can force the door upwards on hidden rails built into the frame of the door, which means you can get a good look at the thing. So characters can attempt a reason plus engineering or reason and science with a difficulty of 1 in order to try and get a good old look at what this thing might be doing.
Alright,
So.
alright. Go on, Pavish.
Let's break the cycle.
Let's. Can I have a Gurkhal helping me with this?
Of course, of course.
Focus is going to be power systems.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Gurkhal can
Rolling
use
2
God
dice.
Focus as per usual, reason and science.
Lovely.
Okay, good rolls, good rolls, good rolls all around. Way, way more than you needed.
Yeah, come on, Tavish.
In fact, bloody hell. Yeah, boink, boink. I miscounted. I was looking just at Tavish's. Ba-da-ba-da. Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. Okay. The jumper box is acting as a focusing device, which is channeling the energy into a more powerful stream of coherent, superheated plasma. So this is a step above what your own current EPS systems use on board your starship. This is like an evolution times 10.
Ooh.
What kind of material is being used to treat this much superheated plasma in this quantity to generate this much power? It's very much a case of anybody with any knowledge of how the ship works. It's just looking at the power scale of this and just going, whoa.
She's looking at it like, she's just opened a Christmas present in November.
Well, considering the fact that you only got that minor shock out of it, you were actually quite relieved looking now that you were actually fried to a crisp.
Yeah. She looks over it, and then there's more expletive in her brain just for not bringing the mass spectrometer.
At which point, Councillor Sachs her mouth just goes agog, and she's. I'm not even repeating what I just heard there.
She does turn round to Gurkhal and says, "Can you please get a scan of this? I will just put some inputs so you can get the data I need from this. Because if I can get some semblance of data from this and what is happening here and what they are using, I may be able to use this on the ship." Or something very similar.
Okie dokie.
So this becomes the main thrust of this issue. Whatever materials these are made out of has obviously been designed towards dealing with this huge amount of very volatile energy. The main question, though, is where the power is being drawn from. That's not immediately apparent, but checking your tricorders, the best assessment you could give would be that the power source is somewhere deep under the planet's surface. But what you're actively seeing here is that the power is being boosted off, and readings indicate that there are several other boosting stations scattered around the place and they're all boosting power in the same direction, which once again is pointing to that hyperstyle hall further on.
Can I kind of point something out?
Sure.
Is this very similar to what we found on other planets, where they've had because this is like the same. Is it very similar technology to what we've seen before?
Absolutely.
Oh.
The trouble is, last time you've come across very specific instances, like on Bacchus 3, Bacchus 4, those monoliths channeled down all the way into that planet's core and was drawing energy upwards that way. In a similar vein was the remnants of those power pylons. That dead world, and it was just a numerical designation, so I can't remember the actual designation off the top of my head. But this is the first time you've really come across what would appear to be this civilization's an actual example of this civilization's various buildings. So this is stuff that you have encountered before, but this is now writ large.
She'll suggest to the captain that they scan absolutely everything for purposes of, first of all, archaeological stuff for, you know, science teams and stuff, and, you know, historians as well. And getting any scans of engineering stuff. And anything else, basically. It'll just scan everything.
Scan everything. Nice.
When have you ever needed my permission to do anything, Tavish? But yes,
seeing as I haven't got a tricorder.
Oh.
Unless you want me to sit here and try and repair it now.
No. Here you go. And she'll just toss her, Tavish hers.
Hey.
There you go. You got a working tricorder now. Don't break this one.
She does a curtsy and says, "Thank you, Captain."
Anything else you guys want to do while you're here? Or would you like to press on?
Can I just scan the buildings and stuff as well?
Okay, for anything in particular?
The structure, how these buildings are actually probably getting power as well.
You would imagine that the power readings suggest that these buildings are all being powered via the same network. So something beneath the surface is being channeled upwards, and then the power is being shunted into the buildings themselves, which then the channels and grooves cut into the individual buildings. It's like everything. Every building, every piece of even what looks to be less functional and more artistic, everything seems to be powered in some way. Because all of the channels and grooves cut into their surface appear to be there for not only artistic purposes, but also to channel energy through in this fashion. So every building has the capacity to, well, is actually being powered.
Tavish will just look over the readings and go, "Ooh, fascinating." She's doing her best Sobek impression.
Gotcha. Alright. So, trudging on, get closer and closer, following the pulsing energy toward the larger structure in the distance, which soon takes shape. The hyperstyle hall is some 20 meters high and seems to be about 100 meters square, and faint blue energies can be seen tracing along the columns and walls of the building. Clear evidence that the power pulses that you've been following all lead here. But as you near the hyperstyle hall, at the same time that you hear loud voices shouting nearby, Councillor Sachs seems to jolt and go, "Ooh, there's other people here." So, let's get you guys to see what you see. Which means I need this, the hyperstyle approach. So I will leave you guys to arrange yourselves however you want to proceed, but let me first give you a vantage point not quite too close to the action. There we go, that'll do. So, let me describe to you what you can see. As you approach the hall, you catch sight of a Romulan landing party and a tall, unknown alien. Change of ambience here. It appears the leader of the Romulan party is talking with a bipedal alien that is nearly 3 meters tall, with light green skin, wide lidless eyes, a pug nose, and arms and legs disproportionately longer than would seem to fit their frame. The alien's fingers are quintuple jointed and move in a flowing, almost hypnotic pattern as it speaks to the Romulan. But then you hear a voice in your mind. Hopefully this doesn't come through too distorted.
Welcome. I am Assessor Gambit. I did not expect additional vessels. Additional visitors. You may be more congenial than these people.
Did you catch that?
Kind of.
Towards the end,
I think
yes.
so, yeah.
The beginning, not so much.
I kind of slipped over my lines there, so I am going to post that. Terribly sorry. Oops. So, Romulans, what would you like to do? Now, the Romulans, for the most part, appear to be distracted, but there are at least 2 who are posted on the edge of the bridge leading up to the entrance to the hyperstyle hall. Most of them, or pretty much all of them, appear to be mostly concentrated on the conversation going on between the strange alien and the commander of the Romulans. So you do have some leeway for some sneaky action. So what would you like to do?
Can we have, assuming, so Assessor Gambit was talking to us, I'm assuming, and the Romulans still don't know we're here. Can we have Councillor Sachs get in touch with the Assessor, sort of be like, what's going on? Do you need help? We don't want to seem like the aggressors in this situation, I think.
Okay. What does everybody else think?
I'm on board with that.
Yeah, I'm on board. And if it causes the Romulans threat first, then, we acted in self-defense.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so Councillor Sachs essentially, she talks what she sends to the alien, Assessor Gambit, so that she at least keeps you guys in the loop of what she's saying. And it's essentially what you said. We come in peace. We're not with the Romulans. What's going on? Do you need help? You get a sensation that you're not entirely certain what it is at first, but this telepathic transmission comes back from the alien, Tredic, and you think it's amusement?
I thank you for the offer of help. I am not entirely certain I need it. However, these creatures seem intent on gaining access to the hall. They are demanding I give them access. You, at least, seem like you would ask. However you choose to deal with these people, I will take no active stance.
I hope you got the gist of that.
He's giving us carte blanche, but like, I don't know. Maybe it's a test. Let's be... I still favour not just running and guns blazing, potentially.
Running and faces tickling.
Now that sounds better.
I guess doesn't have a jiggle phaser.
Anyone for tennis?
Well, it worked so well earlier, didn't it? To diffuse tensions. Captain Hopkins is like, my weapons only have one setting. Kick ass.
See it as her weapons?
Are all Klingon.
Exactly.
Okay.
You see Hopkins in a Star Trek uniform with a disruptor pistol, a duck dog, and a bat'leth.
She comes in peace. And you will leave in pieces. Anywho, what would you like to do? How would you like to approach this situation? Tennis? Well, not sure how the Romulans would take the offer.
Not actually this time.
I suppose we should take them out, huh?
Let's see if we can't defuse the situation
No problem.
peacefully.
By stunning them without them knowing. Yes, I see.
Well, you currently have the advantage of surprise and an elevated position.
I do like that.
We could always deal with the Romulans that way, but you know, we could always try talking. Talks with the Romulans in the past have gone our way.
Plus, there is the option that there might not just be this entrance to the hyperstyle hall. There might be another way in, so... If you think the Romulans are distracted, you could maybe sneak around another way and get in there without them knowing. Whilst they're busy arguing with whatever Tredic is. Depends on how keen you are to mess up some Romulans. Or to at least stand there, talk to them, and try and defuse the situation.
Yeah, I mean, Hopkins would want to try to defuse this situation.
I'll defer to the captain.
But you know, everyone stand ready just in case. Romulans are treacherous.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do...
Right. Oh, you know what we can do?
Go on.
ACOS and Gurk. Stay hidden. Stay hidden, so if things go south, you can have the element of surprise. And just me and Counselor Sachs are going to go talk with them. Where the rest of you guys hide.
That's what you want to do. What does everybody else think?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to, we can talk, but also maintain the upper hand by having people posted, well, somewhere high or with a vantage point.
This way we also don't look like we're coming in an aggressive stance.
Right.
All that, and then it's like, oh no, there's like 6 Starfleet coming. This way we look peaceful with just 2.
That's a good point, actually.
Because it's bad enough that Hopkins looks armed to the teeth, but so does ACOS. I don't think having 2 people armed is going to make a good impression.
Okay, so who's staying back to do the potential ambush, and who's going to talk?
I think everyone else, just me and Counselor Sachs should be doing the talking more so she can get the read on them.
Sure.
Or everyone else?
I do hasten to point out, however, that Dr. Sott, pretty amiable fellow. He does have the Bolian warm welcome. Whenever assisting another character, you can use presence as attribute instead of their own, so that being said, his presence is 11, Councillor Sachs's presence is 9, so yeah, if he goes along, he can assist Councillor Sachs, and she can use his presence rating rather than her own of 9.
No, that could be good too. I was just trying to keep the doctor safe. If we lose the doctor, we're screwed.
Sott will be happy to know that you think he is in fact a crucial member of the crew that they couldn't possibly work without. I'm sure.
If we lose Sott, we're stuck with the EMH.
Okay then.
That's never a good thing.
And that's just not worth the thought, is it?
No, it's not. Yeah, I think having these 3 back to cover us if things go south, and then us go chit-chat, and hopefully defuse the situation would be good. And welcome back, Sott.
Thank you.
Okay then. So, Captain Hopkins, Councillor Sachs, and Dr. Sott are going to parley with the Romulans.
I tip too.
So, the moment the 3 of them step out from behind the rock cover and start making their way down, that's when the Romulans who are covering the bridge immediately alert their superior, who breaks off his chat with the Assessor. The other Romulans assemble themselves in a defensive posture whilst the Romulan commander just strides forwards, but he does pull out his own disruptor pistol. What is it you want, Starfleet? We were here first. We are conducting negotiations with this alien on behalf of the Romulan Empire. We lay claim to anything and everything within this establishment.
We're just here to talk and do scientific research.
Are you shouting that from all the way up there, or are you actually getting closer?
She's gonna get closer.
Okay.
You there, Romulan? Hello.
Anyone for Tenneth? Oh, Tavish is disobeying orders and is getting closer. Okay, cool. Mind you, Tavish isn't the best at shooting, so maybe getting closer isn't a bad thing, so that she can get a bit more of a bead. But okay.
Yeah, she'll stand right there and talk with the Romulans. Like Joan True, Romulan.
You sully my people's tongue with your feeble attempt at a greeting, Klingon. Although I hasten to note that you seem rather confused. Did you fall out of bed and just start cosplaying a Starfleet officer?
No. I am captain of the USS Combs, but also of House Krill of the Klingon Empire.
Ah, the turncoat.
Sorry, I was so down with the idea of Romulans knowing what cosplay is. It's like orcs being like meat's back on the menu in Lord of the Rings.
Well, quite. He used the Romulan equivalent, and of course the Universal Translator translated it as cosplay, so there you go. So it seems like, yes, Romulans do have something approximating that.
I wouldn't say turncoat. I had family on both sides.
But you chose to give up your oaths to one in favor of favoritism with the other. So how can we now engage in diplomacy if we already know you are doing so with a past history of treachery?
My crew knew what I was planning.
Then that just makes them all the more gullible.
They knew my history with my family, and my captain at the time left the decision up to me.
And how does the rest of your crew feel with the knowledge that their captain engaged in hostilities that saw the deaths of many of their own people? I hear rumblings of discontent on Starfleet ships.
Forgive and forget. Different time.
My crew doesn't have that problem.
I see. Well, as you can see, Captain, Doctor, Counselor, we were very much here first. We have staked our claim. You are here only at our convenience, so I would suggest to you that you take whatever scans you need to from afar and leave. We are in negotiations with the current tenant. Feel free to leave as quickly or as slowly as you wish, but leave nonetheless.
You're in negotiations with them, huh? Tell me. And I do apologize, I didn't quite catch your name or rank.
Sub-Commander Voris.
Sub-Commander. That's pleasant. I would hate to just keep referring to you as your species. It's more polite to address one by their rank, or at least their name. Wouldn't you agree?
He looks around at his fellow Romulans just to bring them in on the joke. A polite Klingon? Who's ever heard of such a thing? And there's a small ripple of derisive chuckles.
You could always contribute that to my raising in the Federation, but we are here nonetheless on behest of Starfleet to survey this entire planet.
Well, this planet is now under the auspices of the Romulan Empire, and therefore your duty is no longer applicable.
I do seem to recall at an earlier date, we dealt with a few Romulans who broke the treaty, but we said nothing to be polite. I would hate if that information has gotten out that you have broke the neutral zone before. Wouldn't that be a shame?
Oh, my dear, simple-minded Klingon. Whose side of what territory do you believe you are on? Let me grant you a small gift of information, and your Klingon brain can try and wrap its way around the concept, so I will speak plainly and slowly. You are not in Federation-claimed space, and this, while not for the moment Romulan-claimed space, is about to be. So any attempts at trying to suggest that we are breaking any treaty whatsoever is unfortunately doomed to failure. You
I'm not
have
talking
no
about
jurisdiction
this time.
here.
I'm not talking about this time. I'm talking about a previous encounter
All the same.
that happened a while ago.
And as such is confined to the annals of ancient history. What matters more is the here and now. There are more of us than there are of you. We landed first before you even tried. And right now, there are more negotiations to conclude with this fellow. And I tire of conversing with you.
I try to be peaceful and ensure this hit our combat. Diplomacy failed. Plan B.
Righty-ho. I just so enjoy it when I'm being an intractable bastard.
I figured it was gonna end up in Plan B. That's why I had them hidden away. Give the Romulans a little bit of smug.
I mean,
that,
I
we
was
are-
perfectly happy to do this using either just person-to-person roleplay like we were doing, or to even engage in actual social conflict using dice, but I think verbal back and forth goes a lot better. Ooh, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Let me try adding folks to initiative again. That's more like it. Didn't even add you. Right, let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you. Much better. Alright then, so remember, same as usual, the initiative tracker can be found in the combat tracker, which is the crossed swords icon. You can right-click that and right-click that and bring it up as a separate window that you can reposition anywhere on the screen. Everybody know what I'm talking about? Or rather, does anybody not know what I'm talking about?
Welcome back, Connie. The diplomacy had failed, Connie. Time for Plan B.
Oh, I see.
Right then, so let's go to war.
You know, time for left and right. Ready?
So, who of you would like to start things off? It assumes Dr. Sott, but we can always change that.
Hang on, where am I at? Oh, I'm like there.
Down bottom.
Alright. I guess I want to come into cover. Maybe like just here or something.
Should we not have ACOS using the element of surprise?
He can do,
Yeah,
but because you
fine.
have the element of surprise and you knew it was coming, you guys are still okay to go first. So if you would rather...
Also-
let me undo that then.
Oh, I see nothing.
I can't undo it. Let me try that again. Restore an action. There we go. Blah. We would rather Ensign ACOS go first, yes?
I see grey.
When you say you see grey, what do you mean?
I see nothing except grey. Is it just me? No, yeah, no.
Like in the game or real life?
The
Is the display just showing you a grey screen?
yes, and I see 10 meters or 20 meters or minutes or.
Which is interesting because I do have vision enabled for you now. Okay. Spoosh. Let's take that off. Vision. Oh yes, vision was on from last time because you were in a contained environment. So yeah, okay. Let me remove anybody who's got token vision active, which is pretty much everyone. Didn't realise that was the case. Alright, finally, let me remove it from you. Is that any better?
No.
Procure cow. No.
No. I'll try. I can try and.
Try and reload, please, see if that fixes things.
But yeah, we can always have ACOS shoot first.
Sure.
It'd be funny if he shoots the sub-commander and kills him. Oh, stuns him.
Alright, so you've got a minor action and a major major action. Which the minor action can be to move closer if he wants to move closer, or he can what is it, aim? You know what? Why am I trying to guess? I've got the rulebook right here. Let's have a look at the reference cards.
Well, also, what is the zones for this?
That is a good point. That is a good old point. Let's draw some zones on. Alright, so you guys are currently very much in your own zone. There's that zone 2 going down that way. There's the bridge zone itself. Separate everything else into everything up that.
I just need to know if I need a minor action of movement to get to the sub-commander.
Yeah, so bridge is its own area, so that's fine. Yeah, so you only need a minor action to get the sub-commander, yes, absolutely. So do you want to start things off, or are we going back to ACOS?
We're going to go with ACOS, I'm still planning.
Okay.
Because I still have to draw my Batliff.
ACOS has got a Type 3 phaser, which does have pretty good range on it, if I recall. Yeah, it's a ranged weapon, so you can get it anywhere. Within sight, essentially. So, yeah. Who wants to be ACOS then and take a shot?
Who wants to test their luck?
It still claims the initiative is on Dr. Sod. How do I choose?
I guess I could always be ACOS.
Well, I click. Ah. Okay, yeah, if you want to be ACOS, then choose your target.
Sub-commander. Get rid of the leadership.
Sub-commander, go for the leader. Okay. He's out in the open. He's not aware as of yet about ACOS' presence, so let's assume he takes him by surprise if he doesn't get to dodge. So it's going to be a standard control and security attempt with a difficulty of 2.
Focus for hand phasers.
Yes, indeed. Roll. That was good. That was... It hasn't come through yet. I saw a 3 and a 5. Why hasn't that come through? Come on, you bastard. Okay, so 3 and a 5 means that that's 1, 2, 3 successes in total, which means you got 1 over and above what was needed. The Type 3 phaser has accurate, deadly, and charge. You didn't spend any time charging it, so nothing particular has been done there. You don't need to use its accurate to re-roll any of the hit dice, so that extra 1 will just essentially float off into the ether, but that is still 5 damage. So he is going to... Let me see. How much do I have? He is going to take that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he takes stress because he is a major NPC. The others, however, may not be. No. So, that is a successful attack from ACOS. Now, unless you guys want to spend momentum to maintain the initiative, which you can do, absolutely.
Shall we do that? We have 6 momentum.
You do. It'll cost you 2, but it means that someone of your side will be able to go.
I think we should
Bonnie's
do that.
up for it. What does everybody else think?
Yeah, sure. We can always...
Yeah.
Alright, who's going next then?
I don't mind taking my turn just to like duck in cover and get a cheeky shot off.
Okay.
Go for it.
Down there.
Shot.
Takes cover, which is good, because if anybody fires back at you, you can then use momentum to do a return shot if they don't hit you, so that's cool. Nominate your target.
This fella here.
Alright, he is behind cover as well, which means this will be a contested event. So it's going to be... is it his control and security? I think it is. Let me just check to make absolutely definitely certain.
Out of curiosity, is there railing on the bridge?
There is not railing on the bridge, but there are these standing colonnades.
Oh, this is... Oh, I could get so much reprimands for this.
Knock a Romulan off the side? Yes, indeed. So, the Romulan is going to roll. Does he have focus for this? What are their foci? Tactics? Yeah. So this is the difficulty that Sot will be going up against, which is all of 1.
Okay, control security for myself.
Control security for yourself, please. Yes.
Lovely. Come on, Sot.
That's not bad. That is 1, which means you hit the difficulty.
Boom.
So, a type... What phaser have you got? 1. Which means 3 damage, which means these guys do... is a Centurion. For the purposes of this, I will say that that was enough to incapacitate that guy. Yay! Defeated! Sot lands a shot. Nicely done.
Look at me now, Dad.
Your boy trained to be a doctor, but he's also a badass shot. Alright, it's them that are going to go next, so I am going to activate Subcommander Voris. He has got 1 obvious target in his sights. So he is going to...
The very annoying Klingon.
Very annoyed Klingon. Now, that very annoyed Klingon does not have any kind of cover whatsoever. What foci does he have? He has focus. He is going to shoot. Which was 0 successes. He's more intent on going back to cover over here. So he just takes a wild shot to see if he can hit Trasa by complete accident, but he's more interested in gaining distance than he is in anything else. Okay, cool, that's 1 of them. 1 of you to go next, who hasn't been yet. We've got the Captain, we've got Councillor Sachs, Dr. Sot has been. We've got Tavish, we've got Gurkow.
I can go.
Yeah, I'm just content to stand here. Like, Hopkins just arms crossed, just... like a barn door, just like, try to hit me.
So, Gurkow, you've got elevated terrain. You can see pretty much all of the Romulans, but these guys, and definitely the Sub-Commander has definitely got cover. But the others are all open territory for you, so nominate your target.
I think I'll take the one closest to the Assessor.
Assessor Tradic, okay, cool.
Can I use a minor action to take aim?
Sure, which means that you can re-roll 1 of the dice. that you roll to attack with.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Go for it. Control and security. Bada boom. That was a 20.
Legion of Honor.
So that the phaser doesn't blow up in your hand. So unfortunately, yes, that goes wide and just hits the building near to him. It does make him duck. Oh, actually, you've got a reroll, so you can reroll that 20.
Oh. Reroll. Oh.
That's better.
Yeah,
that was one
so-
success. Still not enough, but it's better than the 20.
Yes.
Oh, this
Okay.
is looking good for the Romulans.
Time for this Romulan to go next. Obviously, Trasa is the one right out in the open. They're not going to waste the opportunity. This guy is going to go with control and security. Guerrilla tactics. Yeah, I suppose it counts. No, it doesn't, because they're not in a building. Let's go for it. 2 successes. I got 1. Yep, so that is a disruptor shot that goes wide. That was that Romulan Centurion. Okay, cool. We've got the Captain, Councillor, or Chief Engineer left to go for you guys. Who's going?
You want to go, Tavish? Because all Hopkins is you just hear Hopkins yelling, "Yo, Sub Commander, your boys need better training. They need to hit the range a lot more."
Yep, who wants to go next out of you lot?
Yeah, I'll go.
Harvish. Alrighty. Like I said, for Gurkow, the only Romulans really in cover for you when your elevated position is maybe this guy with some small amount of cover, but it's definitely the sub-commander who's got the most. The rest are
I'm gonna
totally
go for-
open.
I'm going for this guy.
So there is 4 momentum in the pool. You can use the aim action as a quick action if you wish to.
Yes, please.
So you get to reroll one of your to hit dice as well. So let's go for it.
Is it fitness and security?
It is control and security.
Oh, that's good. Because fitness and security are both my lowest peaks.
So go for it.
I am no.
Alright, that's not bad. That is pretty good. That is 2 successes, which was enough to hit. I'm trying to think faster. You're shooting the captain. Not this time.
Honestly, which Tavish, I would not have put it past her.
Nope. Right, you are using your type 2, which has a damage of 4. So this guy right here gets defeated as he gets shot down from an elevated position. Boom! Nice. One of them. The nearest guy, the top guy is this fellow here. He doesn't like the fact that there's shots coming from up above, but all 3 of Gurkow and Tavish and Ekos count as having cover. So what I'm going to do is this guy is going to aim for the first one to shoot at him, which was Gurkow. He's going to aim upwards. He's going to use control and security, but it is resisted by Gurkow's control and security. So can I have control and security for Gurkow, please?
Yeah.
To see how much of a difficult she makes this shot for him. Oh, it was a 19 but rolled onto a 9. 2 successes. Right, okay. Standard fare, but nevertheless. I already said that this doesn't count as guerrilla tactics, so I'm going to throw that in there. Oh, he gets 2 successes, which means he gets an on-the-money hit. Oosh. They are using pistols, so that is 4 injury. So if Gurkha wants to avoid injury, she's going to have to take 4 stress.
I do have something to...
Aha, yes you do.
So I can avoid injury for one lesson.
Body armor, which is resist.
So
2.
essentially,
Oh.
rather than needing 4 stress, you could do 3. Is it your talent? One of your talents?
Yeah, I can avoid an injury. I guess we won't be getting hurt anymore, so I will use that to Karagite Order of Heroism.
Karagite Order of Heroism. So, the good thing about the new displays, you just have to hover over the name of your talent. It'll give you what's actually written in. So, once per mission, when you would suffer an injury, you can avoid the injury for free. So take no stress whatsoever. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wicked. So that Romulan, it's gonna fall back, actually, behind cover. Don't like the fact that he got shot at. That's him done, though. It's Tavish has been already as well. So we got the captain or the councillor.
You know, why not somebody be the counselor real fast?
Sorry?
Let's let the counselor happy, because Hopkins is just dead either. No one's hit her yet.
Bearing in mind this is taking place over, like 10 seconds or so. So if we want the councillor to go next, do we want the councillor to do the same as the SOP did, to take cover by there and shoot at something, or...?
Yeah, she's definitely taking cover.
Who wants to be the councillor, then? Dave?
Yeah, why not?
Last time.
Yeah, he did. So you can move her off to cover by behind here as a quick action, and her major action can be to actually shoot.
Okay. Is it control and
nominate
security?
a Romulan first that you would like to shoot. There's like 3 guys to let in the open, so
I would like to shoot this guy here.
Okay. So it is control and security, yes indeed. Not her great stats, but nonetheless. Yeah, that's a miss from Councillor Sachs, but really expecting, shooting at Tavish, shooting at Gurkow even. My pardon.
Yeah, I don't expect Counselor Sachs to really do much in shooting. She's not trained for this.
No, indeed.
I guess she's trying.
I can't see the phases. I can't see the phaser stuff, so I don't see where you're actually shooting those.
Oh
phases.
Yeah, because you toned down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm spending threat this time. Then, if the captain's being so damn cocky.
I mean, come on!
I'm standing right here, guys.
When is it the Klingon being cocky? Come on!
That's 3 successes, 1 over and above what I needed, so I get that threat back.
Cool.
That
I'll
is...
probably use it. So not only do I have body armor, which is 2 resistance, but I also have this.
Bracklol, you gain 1 protection which stacks with benefits of armor worn. So cool, so that's 3, but this is intense. So even though it would ordinarily only give you 1, I get to spend 2 threat and make it 3. So you get to take 3 stress if you want to avoid damage.
Yeah, I'll take that, but I found... Which Romulan shot? This one? Okay. Bravo, the first... She's gonna be like, bravo.
Is done. Well, we've been building up to this. Let's finally have it. The captain. The captain's the only one left to go. Come on, juggernaut your way through this thing. Let's see it. Hi, bosh.
Now, do I... Yeah. She's gonna hit him with a bat lift.
Okay, so this is daring and security opposed by this guy's daring and security. Guerrilla tactics has nothing to do with this, so... Ooh, I rolled a 20. He is really caught off guard against this.
Focus because hand-to-hand combat.
Yep. I'm going to say, with that complication, you gain an extra dice for free.
Yes!
So the guy just doesn't expect Trasa to close the distance that quickly, and he realizes all he's got is a pistol against a frickin' backleth, so...
Okay. And...
Babushka! 3 successes, 2 over and above what you needed. Those 2 go into the momentum pool, and, yeah. Your Batleth does 3 damage, which means this guy is overcome, defeated. Bam! Da!
Probably falls into the pit. Yeah.
Did you want that to happen?
I mean, the way I'm standing, it would have probably happened.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's what you want to happen. That's what happens. Boof! Hit him with the flat end, so he tumbles over the edge. Whoa! Down into the darkness. Alright, the remaining Romulans and the sub-commander are suddenly feeling like they are not keen to carry this on, and so the sub-commander whips out a communicator and issues an order in Romulan, which is essentially, beam us up now! So, yeah, the Romulan transporter goes off. And the Romulans... oh, they transport away.
Hopkins will message the MupwI, be like, Romulans are definitely here. They might be a little peeved.
At which point, yes, a call comes over the line.
Peeved Romulans, you say? My favorite.
Yeah, we already took down 3 of them. So, have fun. Their sub-commander is a real piece of work.
Asked him in. Well then, with that all done, even though it thinks we're still in initiative, because Trasa's still got the dice thingy. Begin encounter, end encounter. Whoosh. Yeah, that doesn't seem to take it away when you... there we go.
Tavish is going to go up to the Romulans on the floor and then shout the doctor over.
Think it's
Yeah.
a lot.
And ACOS.
Okay, so everyone can pretty much gather up. And Assessor Tredic steps out from behind the small piece of cover they had placed themselves beside.
Trasa will walk up. I do apologize for the unpleasantness of the Romulans. They aren't known to be truthful.
May you prove to be more amiable. How may I assist you? Actually, there may be something you could help me with, if you are amenable.
How could we be assistance to you?
There is currently a piece of machinery within the hall that is malfunctioning. Sadly, we have lost the memory of how to maintain it. Would you mind having a look?
We can always take a look. My chief engineer is pretty good at repairing stuff. So is my science officer.
Very good.
They're actually better at doing those jobs than shooting.
Then please, follow me.
Assessor Tredic gestures with one of his overly dexterous fingers on his hand in the direction of the entrance to the hyperstar wall.
We are going to take these two Romulans because they were just stunned, right?
Yes.
I was going to say Tavish is actually not moving at all, checking on the Romulans as he did ask Dr. Stott to come over, check them out, and ACOS to make sure they are secure.
Okay.
Yeah, ACOS would definitely secure them and confiscate their weapons.
Sure. Dr. Stott, I mean, they were hit with phasers on stun, so it's pretty much what you expect to find. They're alive, they're just stunned. They may have minor cuts and abrasions for hitting the floor, but because they were limp when they did it, it's not like they banged their head seriously or anything. They're going to be out for at least an hour or so it gives ACOS time to put bindings on them. And if you want to remove them from the possibility of them waking up or rolling around in their sleep and just accidentally falling off of the bridge, then you can absolutely drag them off of there, but that's entirely up to you.
Can I ask a question? Seeing as the Romulans are able to transport through a transporter, can we transport these Romulans to the cones?
Well, that's the thought, really, isn't it? I mean, the Romulans looked pretty desperate to leave, and so they did a beam out, which you've got to imagine, with all the EM interference, carried a high degree of risk.
My God.
So it's entirely possible that whatever ended up on the transporter pad of whatever ship they went onto may not have been for Romulans anymore.
Okay, so just find somewhere secure to keep them.
Sure, and that could be off to one side and pretty much anywhere. Okay. So after securing the Romulans, you are led into the hyperstyle hall. And the entire interior is bathed in pulses of blue energy coursing through conduits cut into walls, pillars, and floor tiles. These veins of power all flow toward a central pentagonal pillar in the center of the hall. We shall take you there momentarily. Let me just gather you all up into a block so that I can copy you and send you there. So, the Romulans have all gone home. You guys are in here now, so let's just back you up a little bit so you can see what's going on. Excellent. Okay.
That's gonna be a nice report.
It was self-defense. It just so happened that gravity took the Romulan and the stuff happened. Okay, so the veins of power all flow toward a central pentagonal pillar in the center of the hall, set upon a raised pentagonal platform. This is the tallest pillar in the entire hall, and the ceiling far above is wreathed in strong pulses of blue energies, as if the whole roof of the hall were acting as some kind of massive battery. Your tricorder readings show power levels way beyond Federation scales of comparison. But what is evident from the readings is that the battery, in inverted commas, continues to gather and store energy for some purpose that you can't quite tell. But also of particular note of where you're currently stood is a shimmering column, it's here, of blue energies swirling in front of the pillar that faces the entrance, as if something is trying to take shape. Assessor Tredic indicates this wibbly wobbly ball of energy. Seem to be indicating that this is the problem. So,
and we do a tricorder reading on it.
Sure. I mean, you can. Anyone who wants to can give a reason and engineering task, but it is difficulty 3, so any and
Can I
all
assist
assistance would
with-
probably be a good wise. Yes.
Can I use science?
You've got a full momentum pool, so you can did the reading.
Excellent. I'll take a point of momentum for that then.
Cool in the gang. Can you actually use the momentum tracker on this new one? I forgot to ask you to try. Yes, you can. Excellent.
Yep. So Tavish, if you want to lead, or
Yeah. Reason and engineering, yeah.
You're in the case of Gurkha, reason and science. Yes.
Focuses, power systems.
Let me see. Yes.
I don't think I've got any talents which is going to do any good.
Legion of Honor. I'm not doing well.
These 20s are turning up quite often today. You do have a determination point if you want to spend that to re-roll it. Which I will say you may as well, given how close to the end we are.
Oh.
Yeah, I will.
What were you going to say, Dave?
I can't. I was going to say advisor, but I'm not.
Yeah, you're not advising. You're not assisting. You're leading. So yeah.
Yeah, I
call for
will
next
use
time.
the.
So let's see. Trying again until it's perfect seems to be the best value to use there.
Okay, I will do that.
So just.
Okay, what's the
remember.
procedure now?
Actually, you can make a note of that, not on your character notes anymore, but on the actual notes section.
No.
Of your character sheet.
Not development?
Let's see, the character log. Actually, you could put an entry in the character log. Yes, absolutely. Good call.
There's so many things now.
I know, right? They included so much extra functionality in the new character sheet. That's awesome. It's not exactly a callback, but it is a new little note that you can give yourself.
What's it called?
And it even gives you the option of choosing which value. That's amazing. We're geeking out over the new character sheet, folks. Don't mind us. So in that new log, you can actually choose which value was used in a positive way.
Ah, there we are. Okay.
If you edit that and actually say, yeah, you've actually chosen it. That's slick, man. I like that. Okay, so you can re-roll that 20. So you got 2 successes already. See if you can get that third.
Oop.
That's much better. Not only did you get that third, you got an extra 1, which gains the momentum back.
Beautiful.
Excellent. Right. From both Gurkha and Tavish having an examination of what's going on, just looking around, to their best of their estimation, of examining this pillar and this cloud of energy, it seems that some of the energy being collected by the pillar and the ceiling battery is being channeled into some kind of transmitter array built into the materials of the hall itself. Though it's clear that something is preventing the transmission from displaying correctly. Something about the pillar or the energy flow appears to be out of alignment. If you wanted to, you can spend extra momentum to obtain more information.
And we do that.
Yeah, we got momentum to spare.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dave, since you were about to make a point, pull a momentum point.
Hold on.
Holding on.
I can't seem to get to it.
Okay.
My message thing is in the way.
Okay, that's fine. Right, so with the extra obtain information, you get that there are traces of tetryon particles infusing the pillar. The pillar and the hyperstyle hall are receiving the transmission, which appears to be issuing from a tear in the fabric of subspace. So,
can I get some?
Yeah, go on.
Can I get some more readings on that as well?
Let's see.
It is to do with it is to do with subspace, and I am doing a science project to do with subspace.
Okay. So anybody who wants to can assist Tavish in doing a reason or a daring and engineering task with difficulty 2 to see if you can modulate the energy flow. So reason or daring and engineering, anybody who wants to give it a go can do so. Anybody who wants to assist can do so.
There's not much I can assist with.
In that case, then, maybe I recommend that the captain can use the captain's ability to use presence and command to inspire as an assist.
Can I use a momentum to give myself 3 dice?
There's that as well.
I am also going to use a determination as well. Which is going to be probably Mad Engineer.
Okay. So like we just did with Connie, if you open up your character sheet...
Yep.
And go to Development...
Yep.
We want you to create another character log. So where it says character log, there's a light blue roll that has name, and it says callback with a plus sign.
Yep.
Use the plus sign to create a new log. Edit that log. Put in the name that whatever name you want. But you can also choose which value you just used.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome. So, your new log, I mean, you can call it episode... Where are we now? Episode 37. Or you can call it the Assessor Gambit, or I can give you the star date, or we can do all of that, however you want to label it.
Episode 37.
Episode 37, okay.
Yeah. And I am... what was it? What am I doing here?
What's the problem? No, there you go.
I'm just trying to put the description in of what I'm doing.
Cool.
So what am I trying to do again? I said I was...
You're spending a determination, so you're using your value of Mad Engineer to have a go at playing with technology that you've never encountered before, of a power magnitude beyond your ability to comprehend, and yet you're going to give it a go anyway.
Playing with tech,
So you're playing with ancient technology, trying to... what was it? You are trying to modulate the energy flow.
I've put playing with tech. I really shouldn't play with modulate energy flow.
Cool. So at least it gives you a loose idea of what you were doing when you made that entry.
Okay. And then, do I close window?
Sure, I mean,
yeah.
as long as it's saved.
Yeah, oh, that's fantastic, because I can actually go onto it.
Yep.
And it says playing with tech. I really shouldn't play with modular energy flow.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, look at that.
That's beautiful.
It is.
That's rad.
Very good. All right then.
I don't know what that. There's a little button next to it.
That's whether or not that's a callback or not.
Oh, okay. All right. That's pretty cool. Oh, this is awesome.
I don't think that's the equivalent of making a callback, because it's not really referencing a previous experience.
If a basic, because it puts a line through it for a guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's when you've got all three, then you just put a line through them all.
Snazzy.
I would think. So yeah, I did press mad engineer and positive because yeah.
Yes. It was a positive influence. Yes. You're not challenging it. It's negative. So yeah, that's cool.
So focus.
We are doing. Yes, we are trying.
Power systems.
Power systems, reason or daring and engineering, difficulty 2.
I'm gonna use a star-cross actually.
Ah, good choice.
So that's a dedicated focus, isn't it?
Yes,
and
it
not
is.
just. Do I press focus as well?
Yes, please, just to make sure.
And I'm using a determination, and I'm rolling. Is it? Do I put 3 dice on or 2 dice on? Because I'm rolling 3.
Yeah, you put 3 dice.
Okay.
It should, if you tick determination, it should, even though you put 3 dice, replace one of those dice with the determination dice.
Okay. All right. I am rolling.
There we are. I rolled 2, even though you put 3, and that when one of them did come through as a 1. Marvelous.
Yep.
That worked. That was difficulty 2, so you got 2 and above what was necessary, which means full momentum pool again. Nice. Alright. You successfully modulate the energy flow so that you can dial in to the subspace transmission that much easier. Well done. So, here we go. You carefully adjust the power flow of the transmitter and slowly dial in the harmonic resonance. Just make sure they haven't forgotten. Okay, cool. The swirling cloud of energy floating in front of the pillar soon coalesces into the form of a tall, humanoid alien. They are clad in a form-fitting dress with what appears to be wings on their back and a small, sweeping tiara on their head. They have short, dark hair, and the most striking feature of their face are the wide open eyes that are solid blue with no evidence of an iris or pupil. Typical transmission. As their form takes full shape within the holographic shimmer, they seem to blink in surprise, and then desperately reach out a hand towards you. I am Ashtamalia of the Tinikal. We are trapped and need your help. Please, can you? Just as you are about to react, a massive surge of energy flows through the pillar from all around the hyperstyle hall and surges up the column. The ceiling brightens to the intensity of high noon sunlight, and then a deafening whoosh of suddenly released power fills the area. You are inside and therefore subject to all of this. Assessor Tredic suddenly holds up its hands, and you hear the voice in your head say,
No, it is not yet time.
Tredic glares at you with an expression that suggests both frustration and pity.
The true way must be maintained. You have overstayed your welcome. Now, you must leave.
Tredic splays out their fingers in a quick, intricate design, and the air shimmers with arcane symbols limned in electric blue energy. The holographic image of the alien form shudders briefly, and then winks out of sight, with a silent cry etched on their face. The tracework laced through the hyperstyle hall's walls, pillars, and flooring pulse with bright blue energy, and then you sense a surge of raw power all around you that is both ear-splitting and hair-raising. In a moment lasting a long, deeply held breath, the blinding blue light clears, and you find yourselves on the bridge of your starship. You all feel nauseated and disorientated, but soon regain some sense of balance. Sensors indicate a massive planetary shield has shimmered into existence around the entire planet, a technological feat that stretches credulity. You then get another telepathic message blasted straight into your mind.
There is much to prepare. This area of space is no longer safe for you. It is time for you to leave.
Sensors pick up a massive power surge building somewhere deep within the planet. A hitherto unnoticed emitter array flashes on the planet's surface and issues forth a bright blue energy pulse. You manage to brace yourselves before the surge smashes into the ship. On the main view screen, you see the space around you somehow fold in on itself like a piece of cosmic origami, and then the massive planet disappears from view. And just as rapidly, the universe unfolds, and Narendra Station pops into view some 2 million kilometers distant. You have just been transported dozens of light years in the space of a few heartbeats.
Did the Klingons get transported as well?
Yes, the MupwI
Okay.
is there, off of your port bow.
Is the Romulan ship here?
No.
Okay.
It's a shame because the tennis court hasn't been taken down yet.
MupwI to Combs. What just happened?
We got teleported, apparently.
I didn't think such a thing was possible. Starships were teleported. Well, that requires unfathomable amounts of power. I think I'm going to look forward to your debrief, Captain.
Yeah. Let's say it teleported us. It had a planetary shield.
And the Romulans?
Gone, I hope.
Oh, that is disappointing. Huh. I will start initiating docking procedures. See you on Narendra Station. MupwI out.
So, it's then that your communications officer, Ensign Ravelon, turns back towards you and says, incoming transmission from the station, Captain. It seems Admiral Sobek is on comms.
Yeah, he's probably wondering how he magically poofed in the system. Yeah,
What do you want me to tell him?
View screen.
Do you want me to actually use the word poofed?
No. Just tell him that the entity we found magically transported us with some advanced technological powers back to Narendra Station, and hopefully they did the same with the Romulans. Back to whatever hole they slithered out of.
In those exact words, Captain.
Especially for the Romulans, yes.
Very good, sir. I will compose a transmission now. You notice pretty much everybody on your crew, not just yourselves from having been instantaneously transported up to your own ship and then had the ship transported. Pretty much everyone now on the bridge, Phlesc included, are just all sat there or stood there just blinking, all with stunned expressions on their faces, like, what just happened?
This is gonna be one heck of a report.
Yes, indeed. And so, yes. So later on, when you do talk to Admiral Sobek, he of course brings up the rather obvious notion of one of two things suggests itself as to what just happened. Insofar as Assessor Tredic sending the MupwI and the Combs back to Narendra Station, and therefore probably sending the Romulans back to their side of things. So Admiral Sobek wonders if this Assessor Tredic had such incredible telepathic powers that it was just able to read that this is where you came from your minds. Or the flip side being that as well as having technology that suggests incredible powers of, well, power regulation and teleportation and whatnot, it also suggests that either their sensors and or their intelligence gathering apparatus are powerful enough that they knew exactly where to send everybody. Which suggests to Sobek that this Assessor Tredic may very well have known about Narendra Station already, perhaps? But ultimately, there's no way to know for sure.
Yeah, though.
So,
what do we do about a trapped civilization and some...
Well, this is it now. You get to have a conference with your senior officers and have a good old think about what you want to say or what you want to think you want to do going forwards. So what are people's thoughts, including the captain's?
It's sort of like, with regards to the ancient civilization, I'm assuming that both Tredic and the so-called angel we saw is nothing like we've seen before.
Right.
And it's like... Oh, sorry, go on.
No, correct.
It's like, okay, so the Assessor pretty much brought us then to, on the subtext of helping him with something, but showed us this trapped being, and now he's like, no, it's not ready for release yet. Is he a warden, or...
Good question.
I don't know.
I'm sure if Mark were here, he'd have his own observations, but he's not, so...
Yeah.
Any thoughts from everybody else? Dave, Liz, Chris?
Probably worth analysing everything we've gathered up on that planet. Probably sending it also to Starfleet. You know, all the analysing on our end, and let Starfleet or the Endra station do analysing there, and
Data.
find out from the data exactly what we were messing with.
Let the Klingons have a crack at it as well. Pair of fresh
Sure.
eyes. Collaborative effort.
Well, Tavish won't say the Klingons, but Dave will say the Klingons too. I'll agree. But if Tavish would advise caution with meeting these beings again, if we do, saying that they're not ready yet when Matt described the being, just about to disappear. This image looked like kind of upset and was asking for help. So if
like
we meet
one.
Carry on, Dave.
If we meet the Assessor again or any of his kind, I think we should err on the side of caution with them.
Yeah, one alien species trying to keep another trapped somewhere. Saying then that one, guess the universe is not ready for them, or it's not safe for them, but the others not caring. They just want to get out of whatever prison they're in.
I think while we're doing all this analysis, I'm sure we're gonna confer with Dr. Taliaferro about all this
yes.
She's gonna have a field day with
all-
this.
and everything that has been discovered so far.
Yeah, so
Oh, no.
Taliaferro will be essentially salivating over the data you brought back, but of course will be a little bit disappointed that no actual physical objects were able to be brought back, but anyway, it was summarily kicked off the places quite quickly.
Tavish doesn't like that because Hair Night is now going to be turned into Research Night. Tavish, look at this data. You're supposed to be braiding my hair.
Well, off to the ranger station you guys go. Go enjoy some relaxation with your families.
Yes, indeed. Leave time. As things are winding down, though, and you do make a successful dock, and the ship's crews get ready to disembark and do their thing, whilst the senior crew are wrapping up stuff with their own departments, Tavish gets a notification that was sent earlier, but she was down on the planet below, down on the Candidate 3 planet. And apparently the Trojan horse that you put in Osborne's computer, his personal computer system, and the fact that he wanted to borrow hacking code from Tavish, it flagged a use, and it seems that Osborne was trying to use the lull and the fact that the captain was off of the ship whilst the away team was down on the planet to try and hack into the MupwI systems. And it seemed he was able to gain access to the MupwI system, and the log shows that he sent a data packet. Doesn't indicate what that data packet was or what it did, but it's now lodged. It's been received or placed in the MupwI's data core, main computer core. So whatever he's up to.
I will send that data to the captain and the admiral on a very encrypted, which they'll have the encryption key.
Yes, they will.
highly encrypted message to both of them, letting them know exactly what's been going on. I probably also have a little bit of a chat with him at some point as well.
Okay.
Not about this, but Tavish is going to have a bit of a complain at him.
Okay.
About how the captain acted down on the away mission.
Ah, right. So she's going to be keeping up appearances and...
Yes. Yeah.
Right, gotcha.
Oh yeah, the captain completely threw a Romulan off of a bridge.
Well, Tavish actually doesn't like the fact that she did that, but at the end of the day, this is also going to help her get more and more involved with whatever is going on. She is going to not completely suggest something, but she's going to... I can't remember what the word is. She's probably going to very subtly bring up in conversations that she is getting sick and tired of the captain.
Insinuate?
Insinuate that she's getting sick and tired of the captain, and that she's getting to the point where she is wanting to do something, but without saying those exact words.
Okay. So she's going to
Insinuating
imply
that she might want to start a mutiny.
Yeah, she's implying that she's getting to the point where she's going to actually do something. Okay.
Yes.
Noted. All right. Anything else anybody else would like to add? All right then. So, yes, further intrigue, but further discoveries nonetheless about stuff that's going on in the Shackleton Expanse. Where will it lead? What is going to happen next? I'm afraid we're going to have to wait 2 weeks to find out, but this officially marks the end of this episode, the Assessor Gambit, our 37th episode. So, as per usual, we will be taking the inter-episode break, which means we'll be coming back on the 7th of December. If everybody is available then.
I believe so.
I'm not 100% sure, but I will let you know.
Sure. If I just check my calendar for the... don't think Mark said he was unavailable at that point, so we should be good. Let me just make absolutely sure that I'm not talking out of my bottom. December. Yeah, I've got nothing down to suggest that Mark told me that he was not going to be available, so hopefully we'll get our XO back, so... Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
In which case... Yes, Liz, sorry.
Oh, just curious, any update on her house becoming a major house?
Oh, it's been tabled for the time being because of the fact that as soon as it was brought up in the High Council, that was when House Varoth and their allies all essentially walked out of the main assembly.
Of course. Buggers.
So
also, the other question about where was it? Her possibly adopting a child from her house that might have lost their parents during the war.
Right. Yeah. Give me time to work on that.
No worries. Just making sure that they didn't get lost.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to think about that one.
Because it does make some sense.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. I'm just trying to think about where I can fit that, what I can do with it, if I can do anything with it. So, yeah, give me time with that. Anybody else?
Oh, can I also say that anytime Tavish is on the Angel Station, if a Klingon sits close to her, or
Define close.
I don't know, say a couple
Next
of
chair,
seats
next table, same
chair,
bar.
Same station.
Next chair, basically, or like the next chair away from that. She's basically just gonna stand up and leave.
Right.
She is. She will pretty much, unless it's something to do with the combs. Yeah, she will pretty much ignore most Klingons, and give them, like a scoff, like.
Okay. Gotcha. Rightio. All right, noted. What about Gurkow and Sop? They got anything going on?
I think Gurkha is going to. What with the walls we were breaking into to get into the humming with Tavish, I'm sure there's some dust there, so she's just going to do some scientific research on that as well.
Alright. Okay. So any and all stress and points of determination lost during the course of this, or used during the course of this episode, now come back to you, of course. And I don't think anybody else suffered anything, did they? No. Because Sax already only has half a stress. Which reminds me, yes, I need to put down who we've used. Zhang can't be improved any further because she was already starting out as a main character.
ACOS.
So it was ACOS and it was Sax. So those two, I'm just putting them there for my own benefit so that I can do supporting character improvements on them. I wonder if I can use the same improvement system that you're doing, that you have, to improve them. I'll have to see. In the meantime, though, if there's nothing else...
All good, I think.
Okay, then I will thank my dudes here for playing. I hope you enjoyed it. And for
yes, very much so.
Yeah.
And for the folks who did watch along, thank you very much for doing so. We hope you enjoyed it too. So, thanks for stopping by, and if you want to see more, then we'll be doing this in 2 weeks' time. Otherwise, we're going back to Pathfinder 2 next Sunday. Until then, I ask you all to do like the Vulcans do, which is live long and prosper, and, you know, question it when people suddenly turn up out of nowhere unannounced. You never know, they might have been teleported there by an alien intelligence. Also engage in infinite diversity and infinite combinations, which is something this world sorely needs these days, and we will see when we see you next. Hailing frequencies are now closed.